Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back. I was gonna make a video about my previous brokerage, Redfin. I wasn't an employee there. I was a independent contractor. they call them I wasn't like one of their full-fledged agents. I was an associate agent. So I was like the agent that I was like the agent's assistant. Okay. So I was a showing agent. So basically, like when you go on the Redfin app, if you want to see a house, you'll initially talk to the lead agent and he'll get all your information. But when you're actually going to go see a house, sometimes they go, but it's usually someone that would be like me, a associate agent, that would go and show you that house for him. That's what I did for close to 2 years, just showed houses over and over and over, and I really enjoyed it. There were some reasons why I had to leave. We'll get into that, but it was a good company. It was really fun. I met a lot of cool clients. I got to see a lot of cool houses, and I was a beginning realtor. So that's one of the main things that's good about Redfin. If you're like a beginning realtor just starting out, it's good to get your it's a good place to get your feet wet, because right out the gate, once you get onboarded over there, you got to do some training. The one thing that I didn't like is they did give you some training as an associate agent, but it wasn't that much. Like, I thought they would be training us to eventually become a lead agent, because I didn't want to stay as an associate agent forever. I mean, it's cool at first, but like I was there almost 2 years, and that's like one of the negatives I didn't like, is I felt in a way it's kind of like almost like a dead-end job being an associate agent anyway, because they don't really give you a way to move up to be like a regular agent. You would need experience in doing transactions and selling houses, and you're not going to get that experience being an associate agent. So it's almost like a catch-22. I've heard some agents say, well, you could just get extra training. I would have to get extra training outside of the brokerage to be considered as to be an agent over there, even though I'm already in that company. So I don't know. I just felt like I wasn't being able to progress to the next step, staying as an associate agent. Like I would have to go out. Like if you wanted to be an agent for Redfin, they want agents that already have experience, already have done transactions in a traditional brokerage. So really, if you want to be an agent for Redfin, not an associate agent, but like an actual agent, probably better off to just start at a regular brokerage and get some transactions under your belt, and then go to Redfin. But so I mean, it's good to start out there. Especially if you're new, you don't know anything. It's great because right off the bat, once you get onboarded, they're gonna basically you have like a calendar. You just put the days that you want to work, because you'll be an independent contractor, so you can work whenever you want. You're not an employee like the regular agents. So that part is cool. There's flexible hours. You put when you want to work, and then they just load up your schedule, and that's how it really was. And I probably still would have been there if it was like that, where you just open up your calendar and they just load it up with clients to show. And at the time, it was good money, because back then the real estate market was booming. They couldn't get enough agents to come show houses for people. Like, they're giving crazy incentives. Like, originally it was like, I thought it was 30 per showing. Maybe it's like 20, it went down like 25 or something. It's like, I don't know, it's not that much money. But when I first started out, it was like $30 per showing. And then like they did like incentives like on the weekends. So I would try to do the weekends, because on the weekends, if you did like at least three showings, they would give you like an extra $50 per showing on top of that. So I'd be making like $80 a showing, and that's pretty good money for you're basically just as a showing agent, you basically just meeting the client there at the house. There's people that work at Redfin that book the showing for you most of the time. So you don't even got to book it. You just they'll book it for you and they say, okay, you're confirmed at this house and such time. You just relay, you're basically like the communication to the client. You know, you tell them, okay, well, I just got confirmed for the showing. I'll see you there. You meet them at the property. You know, you basically just open up the door for them, let them see the property, take down it. You know, if they have any questions, they tell you in the training, basically, you know, you don't really gotta, you basically just let the lead agent handle all the questions. So you just kind of write down the questions, relay those to the lead agent, and then just take down what they liked about the house, what they didn't like about the house, take all the info down, relay to the lead agent. That's it. Boom, $80. So it is a cool, but it's not like that anymore. So, I mean, now that's one of the reasons why I left is the market really slowed down. So I went from making $80 a showing and showing so many showings I didn't know what to do with it. I was making, you know, hundreds of dollars a day easily, and I was having so much fun doing it, just seeing awesome properties, meeting cool people, just driving around in my car, just having a great time to you know, my calendar is open and just no showings, and they took the incentive away. So a lot of people didn't like that because at that time when they took the incentive away was back when inflation was just starting up, the gas prices were going up, and we're like, hey, people were mad because gas is going up, inflation's going up, and now you're cutting our pay. So if I was smart, I would have put some puts on Redfin at the time. I didn't. Should have. But so, you know, the money just wasn't there anymore. I went from making $80 a showing down to like $25 a showing or something. And, you know, and it's not like maybe I still would have stuck with it if there was constant clients, but there wasn't even clients anymore. And in fact, even one of the meetings, people were mad about it. And our manager, he actually quit after this, but he was like, well, look, if that's not enough for you, you're just going to have to get a part-time so you can do Redfin. It's like, part-time so I can do Redfin? Redfin was like my part-time, you know? So, I don't know. That's probably when I should have left. Stuck it out a couple more months. I probably should have just left then. But now I'll go into some of the... one other thing I did like. I wrote little notes. They have a no-pressure system over there. So like as an associate agent, when I'm showing a house, I'm not trying to sell the client that house because there's no really an incentive for me to have to do that because I don't work off commission. It would be nice if they did something like that, you know, like if they end up buying, we get a little bit or something, but their Redfin approach is different. It's like a no pressure. You're really just there to open the door, let the client in, and answer questions if you're able, if it's something you know, if it's not, write it down. That's it. You're not really there to do anything else. So there was no pressure of me trying to sell this house. But also, going to the negatives here, I'm missing, by working at Redfin and leaving your license there, there's a huge opportunity cost that you are paying. And that was one of the main reasons I left, because when I was at Redfin, there were some opportunities where I could have done some deals. My mom, she moved, sold her house and bought a new house. That could have been two deals for me right there. Because I was at Redfin, I had a Redfin agent take care of it, and I thought, you know what, I'm not really I'm just starting out anyway. I'll let the Redfin agent take care of it, and I wasn't even happy. Well, at the time I was, but looking back on it, I don't know. I was a little frustrated at the way that transaction was even handled for my mom. Because back then, this was back when the market was booming. People were buying up the properties. they weren't sitting like they are now. The property would be bought up in a couple days, you know. And my mom wanted to sell the house for a certain price, and the realtor just flat out said, like, because she, you know, this is quite a common thing. You know, the client needs to sell at a certain price because there's a certain amount of money that they want to get for that property. And I think I don't know. I think we did end up doing it listed at the price that we wanted, but after like a week or so, the realtor was like, "We're gonna have to lower the price. I'm sorry," and that did not sit well with me. She was like, I can't stand by this price, you know. And it kind of gave off this vibe that it's like you know. That's another thing, is realtors at a traditional brokerage can do things that Redfin agents cannot do. She couldn't do it, keep it at that price. But I get the feeling it was just because she was protecting the brokerage. The brokerage has to make, you know, she wants to sell that house. She knows it could probably sell at that price. It would just have to sit on the market a little bit longer. What's the big deal? Let it, you know, the market is booming right now. She wanted to lower the price. And that, I don't know, I didn't like that. It didn't sit well with me. We actually ended up not lowering the price, and we did get the price we wanted. We actually got over asking of what we wanted. So I'm glad we didn't not lower the price. But I think, you know, she had to do it because she's an employee for Redfin. See, at a traditional brokerage, you're an independent contractor. Your main priority is the client. And at Redfin, you're not dealing with an independent contractor. These agents are employees, so they have to do everything the Redfin way, you know. And it's not their way, because a traditional brokerage, it's like it's your own business. You can do it your way. That's just not how it is over there. So I got the feeling maybe that's why she wanted to lower the price, because she just wanted to stop, you know, just finish the transaction as fast as possible and on to the next. And I don't know. I didn't like that. You know? So you can't really, there's a lot of things at Redfin that you have to do things the Redfin way. So it's like, I don't know. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm at a traditional, because I can do things for my clients I would not be able to do at Redfin. It's more restrictive over there. But also there is an opportunity cost. Like I said, I could have made a lot more money if I just handled those deals for my mom myself, under the guidance of an experienced broker at a traditional brokerage. And they took so long to sell that house. It took like weeks. And that was at a time when houses were selling in days. And that's another problem that Redfin has is, well, first of all, I didn't like the agent kind of upsold us on this one thing. It was like, you know, you pay an extra like 1.5%, and then they're gonna do this thing where they have this team come in, and they're gonna like stage the house, you know, and they give you a certain amount of money to, I guess they paint some of the walls for you. They fix up little things. They're gonna improve the house to make it sell for more. But at the time the market was at, I don't think that was necessary to do. I think she just upsold us on that 1.5% thing. And actually, by doing that program, the 1.5, like I don't know if I would recommend doing that program. Having been through it, it was a pain in the butt working with these people to prepare the house just to put it on sale, you know. And this is dealing with a client that wants to sell it. Clients that wants to sell the house ASAP, and she's like, oh no, we got to have a painter come in, and they're gonna paint this room first, and that's another problem, is there's different departments in Redfin, and sometimes they're not all communicating with each other. So it's like we had to wait for the painter person to come in, and they only come in on certain days, so that took like a whole week off. We had to wait till this painter person came in, and then, you know, the stager can only come in certain days, and there's just too many moving parts, too many departments that you have to deal with. It's not like a regular brokerage where you're just dealing with the realtor, you know, and that's it. You know, you're dealing with other people like inspectors and stuff like that, but it's not like Redfin. It's like they're kind of like overcomplicating the transaction, made the transaction go a lot slower, more. It wasn't that smooth. It was kind of frustrating. So, you know, I don't know. I kind of regret selling it through Redfin, and I don't know if I would recommend going through Redfin. They are good if you just want to go and see a house or something. They'll show it to you or whatever. But honestly, after having my own mother sell a house on Redfin, I regret it. I wouldn't recommend it. I just wouldn't. My experience, I don't know. I think it could have been done a lot better. Also, they say that they're like very technology focused, but really, it's like, now that I've been in a couple traditional brokerages, I've been a Coldwell Banker. Now I'm currently, I'm not a Coldwell Banker anymore. Now I'm at Keller Williams. I mean, they're all the same. The traditional brokerages. Redfin is the same. It's basically just a traditional brokerage, but their app is more popular. You know, that's it. But they pride themselves saying, "Oh, we're this technology focused." Honestly, I don't see where they're getting that from, because I didn't see what they're doing that's really any different from a traditional brokerage, except there's more moving parts, which makes it more complicated, and their app is a little bit more popular and maybe better, you know. But all the brokerages, they seem to have the same apps. You know, they can do all the stuff that Redfin does. They're just, you know, they're not as popular as the Redfin app. That's all. One last thing is, it's just not a big deal, but just their mission statements are kind of different. Like Redfin, you know, Redfin's main priority in their mission statement is, you know, equality, you know, housing equality and all that, and equity, and it's a liberal company. You know what I mean? If you look at their advertising, it's all, you know, they're showing like two gay guys buying a house or something, and the realtor is, you know, I'm sure it's some kind of minority. I'm sure they're not going to show a white realtor, straight white realtor in a Redfin ad or something. But, you know, it was just definitely, don't get me wrong, everybody that I met at Redfin, they were all very nice. Everybody was nice there, especially my supervisors, very nice. But just their mission statement was, you know, their mission statement is equality. You know, I don't know. So basically, you know, I don't know. Like the brokerage I'm at now, their mission statement, I like better. It's like, you know, you put God and family first. And they, you know, they have other things like it's not a good deal unless everybody wins. You know, things like that's nice. You know, but it's not Redfin's mission statement. Their mission statement is equality. So, wow, this video is almost 20 minutes long. Man, I've been ranting for a while. Did I miss anything? I think I went over the main points. I don't know. Well, I'm happier at the brokerage I'm at now. I mean, I haven't sold anything yet. I just started there, but I like that it's like I'm getting training here, learning how a transaction works, which is what I wanted. It's like I did the whole showing houses thing, and it was awesome. And honestly, I kind of miss it sometimes. I like showing houses and doing all that, but I need to get the next step, you know, actually helping the transaction happen. And that's never going to happen staying as an AA. You have to go to the next step. And so that's the thing, is like Redfin is kind of like a dead-end job if you're just an AA. If that's all you want to be, like, that's cool and all, but like, just know you're not going to make that much money because you're paying such a big opportunity cost. You know, I haven't made anything yet here, but literally one house deal, I'll make more money with one house deal than I did busting my butt working for Redfin all year, driving all over town showing houses. One deal is going to make more money than that. Okay? Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.